On the It's Survival here. Welcome back to our weekly prepping series. This is week 11 and 12. What we're currently looking at is what we have accumulated over the past few weeks. At the bottom you can see our water, you can see our radio in the front there. Moving up you can see that our food supply is growing pretty quick. And as we come up top we've got the ammunition box. Paper towels, wipes, and some of our tools and bags and batteries and medical stuff. I wanted to point out, obviously I am buying water, but a lot of water that you can find for free by collecting rainwater or creeks and wells and things of that nature, but you're going to need a way to purify that water. Well folks, just on our shelf we have two ways to sterilize the water. And one is being this bleach in the back. We can purify, sterilize our water that way. And also, when we look at our medical equipment, we have betadine. We can also purify our water that way. If you've seen my video on camp stoves, which I recommend you viewing, that's another way, because that'll allow us to boil the water. So folks, altogether that's 3 options on purifying our water, and options are a good thing to have in bad times. Let's take a look at what the list has for us this time. Okay, so I combined week 11 and 12 because there was not a lot on the list. Week 11 reads 1 large can of juice, 1 box large plastic food bags, 1 box of quick energy snacks, 3 rolls of paper towels, and sunscreen. Week 12, it says anti-diarrheal medicine, rubbing alcohol, 2 pairs of latex gloves, and children's vitamins. Alright, so let's talk about a few things here. I did not buy a can of juice. Instead, I opted out for water. I wanted to buy more water. It's very, very cheap. I felt that it was a good trade-off, so that's why I did that. 1 large box of plastic food bags. I just simply went with Ziploc, and these were not too expensive. There's 34 here. That's a good start on that. 1 box of quick energy snacks. Okay, I struggled with this, folks, because I wanted to buy something that would last a while. I didn't want to buy some granola bars that would get stale after a few months. And so I really thought about it, and I searched, and I came up with this idea. Honey and peanut butter. Honey will last forever. I've heard stories about them finding honey in King Tut's tomb, and although it was crystallized, when it was heated and mixed, it was still edible. You want to try to get raw, unpasteurized honey if you can, and you want to try to get honey that's grown local. If you do that, it will help with allergies, because some of the antigens and stuff that are, you're basically building an immunity to the pollens in your area. Is a way that there's actually a good book. I'll have to find it and recommend it to you on honey. Or you can also use honey as far as a topical antibiotic, as far as small cuts and scrapes are concerned, because the concentration of sugar will destroy the cell membranes of the bacteria. And I may talk about that more in a later video. Peanut butter lasted a long time as well. You mix these two together, that's a high energy snack. You have protein and sugar. So we went with that. Okay. 3 rolls of paper towels. Let's scroll up and you can see those in the very back. Nothing special about those. Okay, and the sunscreen, folks, I just forgot to buy sunscreen. I'll have to think about that next time. Okay, week 12 started off with anti-diarrheal medicine. Okay, folks, I don't believe in anti-diarrheal medicine, because your body is trying to expel something for a reason, whether you had a virus or a bacteria that's caused you to have diarrhea. The diarrhea itself is flushing that out of your system. Now, diarrhea becomes a problem when you expel more water than you can take in. Then you get dehydrated, you have electrolyte imbalances. Dehydration is one of the #1 killers of children in third world countries. Okay, so with that being said, that goes back to our water. Fluid replacement is key, and not just fluid replacement, but electrolyte replacement. That's going to come from things like Gatorade or eating, salts, those kind of things. But to try to stay somewhat true to the list, I got 2 things. This is the Pepto-Bismol. It's the Equate brand, so therefore it is much cheaper. It's actually about half the price. What's their slogan? Heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. So we've got something to try to address the discomfort. But folks, remember the cause. Allow the diarrhea to continue, but replace your fluids and electrolytes. And we'll talk about that later in a different video. The list goes on to talk about rubbing alcohol. We've bought this in the past. I bought some more alcohol. For cleaning, I would not necessarily use that on wounds. 2 pairs of latex gloves. Folks, I bought a box of 50. Now let's talk about gloves. Don't just buy a box of gloves. Try them on. Make sure they fit. You can see here the size, small, medium. Medium gloves are what I wear. I can also wear smalls. Smalls are tight. Medium are perfect. Large for me, extra large is like Cookie Monster hands. I cannot work in gloves that big. Now, if you have gloves and you find out, oh gosh, these are too big, that's better than nothing, because I have read in some countries where they don't have gloves, they use plastic bags over their hands. It's better than nothing, folks. So just thoughts about that. Children's vitamins, I went with Flintstones. Everybody's had these at some point in their life. These are also recommended as prenatal vitamins. Not that I'm recommending you get pregnant in bad times, but these are outstanding. So chewable, that's another good thing. So you don't have to waste your water swallowing pills. So that is that. I think that is all. I spent $36.26 on today's purchases. Again, we combined week 11 and 12. And that is it, folks. Keep prepping and stay tuned for week 13.